Today's deck highlight earned me back almost all of the rank points I spewed trying out things that were significantly worse than this one. If you want to run people down with something hyper aggressive, this Raikou deck is definitely the one for you. Zera Aura along with Pichu and Elemental Switch allow us to hit with Raikou as well as Pikachu EX early and often. This archetype saw play in the last expansion, but it really felt like it was missing something, and Raikou felt like the missing piece of the puzzle in the games that I've played with this so far. The legendary Pulse ability lets you find everything more consistently, meaning that your EX Pikachus hit for 90 more often, and the fact that it chip shots damage into your opponent's bench Pokemon supercharges our copies of Cyrus, allowing us to dictate the terms of engagement more frequently than our opponents would like. If you enjoy competitive off-meta brews like this one, make sure you're subscribed to Oglandia Pocket here on YouTube so you don't miss any of the upcoming things that we'll be showcasing. If you like today's aggro Pikachu Raikou deck, make sure you smash the like button. For the rest of the day, have fun with this one. Let's open up Raikou here. If anything, I think my number one request for Pokemon Pocket, if they want to keep having that really silly 5 or 6 day break or whatever it is in between rank seasons, they should bring back the win 25 or 30 games mode or whatever it was. I'm glad rank exists now, but I think those other game modes we had previously served a real purpose that rank didn't. And Pocket would be better and would appeal to more people if they offered another range of ways to play. How would you build a bird-themed deck in Pokemon Pocket? The new Talonflame is kind of sweet. For the record, just because I see people misunderstanding what I'm saying, I'm not saying Pokemon Pocket can't be a competitive game. There are literally rock, paper, scissors world championships. Anything people want to play a lot of can be a competitive game. My position here, again, just for an abundance of clarity, is that Pokemon Pocket supporting competitive things does not matter in the slightest in terms of whether or not this product will be successful. Can I get a Cyrus? I'd really like a Cyrus. Sweet. Thanks, bud. I was missing the Cyrus. Once we get to take our first point here with the Cyrus, it's a really big deal. Shout out to every gamer out there who has talked about Raikou being the worst of the dogs. You really, really undervalue getting ship shots points of damage on your opponent's bench. It's so powerful in this game. Ooh, Eevee Bag's pretty good here. Doggo on the bench. Crack him for 90. One more Cyrus and 5 cards. We're playing 2 Cyrus because we're a Raikou deck with chip shot damage. Rats, how funny would it? Okay. I was gonna say, how funny would it have been if they drew us into the Cyrus for the second time? Look at those rosy cheeks, chat. GA Pikachu versus Starmie. Speaking of, what year is it? Holy. Alright, I'm gonna end my first turn here, chat. We have 4 energy. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we've got. We have the power. Ooh. Not a salesperson anyway, but I started losing my hair at 22, and I started taking these pills, and my hairline fully came back. I mean, you do you, gamers. And whatever fills you with joy or brings you confidence or whatever, you go out there and find it, but I can't say that I care too much about the follicles on my head. Yeah. Once every 6 to 8 weeks, I take a shaver and I shave down to nothing, and then it comes back every 6 to 8 weeks later. I got no one to impress. Same thing with my beard, except I don't shave it all the way off. I take the shortest blade and I cut it as short as it goes, so it's still there a little bit. And then a month to a month and a half later, I do it again. It's incredibly functional. I could have caped the Zera aura, but it still dies to them having another bench Pokemon, so that's why I didn't. I think we're going like Zera into Pikachu here, just hoping to spike another couple of bench Pokemon here. And then Suicune is weak to lightning here, so we're gonna do 7. We do 70 and then 80. Or I guess it's 70 and then 50. I will need one more basic. to dig in here. That's interesting. So do I do this now? I think I do this now, yeah? And then I decline playing the basic out. This way they need a Guzma or a Geo. And then next turn I could do 110, which clears through an Irina. Suicune's such a sweet design. Really interesting decision points on both sides. Opponent's deck definitely look a little bit awkward. This is the struggle with Manaphy and Mantike in the opponent's archetype, is that like you really want to go Mantike or Manaphy into an EX Pokemon, and then your opponent does not have to deal that much damage to beat you. Like I cleared their 50, and now I'm gonna clear their Suicune, and then we win the game. Oh no! Not Mars! Please, please don't stop! Back here, you little shit. Good old Mars. I can't believe it's 2025 and people are still playing these cards. I'm gonna vibe on playing the Pichu up for now, I think. Oh wow, that's actually kind of funny. If I would have started on the Pichu, we wouldn't have been impacted by Charm and we'd have gotten the knockout. That's funny. I almost started on the Pichu just because it's a free retreat cost. Guess we should have. I suppose if I top deck X speed, the elemental switch in the Zera means I can still clear the Togepi. Switching the Zera in the last game still leaves us dead to Guzma and Giovanni. Only it gives them an extra turn to draw Pally, because I couldn't attack that turn. Alright, so the game plan here is... clear this and then Cyrus up this to clear it, probably. Pikachu. I'll play out a bench Pokemon just to get around their hand disruption a little bit if they have any. We're gonna X speed. And then elemental switch to take the clear here. I think I'm pulling it off of Zera. Leave this the flexibility to hit. We'll see where they put the energy here. If they put the energy on Togekiss. I think I hit the Togekiss, but they put the energy on Sylveon. I might Cyrus them and just hope to draw the running Cyrus. There's only 6 cards left in my deck. This is a tempo Cyrus either way, yeah. Since they put the energy up front. Just go. Lovely opener. I love a deck that loves going first, chat. That's my kink. A simple man with a straightforward kink. I like a deck that likes going first. I saw a thread about Raikou Decidueye. Ooh, that does sound kind of fun. Because in theory, Decidueye only needs colorless energy, right? And then Raikou gives you consistency. Yeah, I could buy that for $1. I'll put that on my list. All right, and just like that, they need a cape. But we're gonna get them. Respect the circle circuit, opponent. Respect the circle circuit. It will be completed. Should they have retreated? They were getting a knockout, chat. Why wouldn't they get a knockout? Okay, we are dead to a Cyrus in theory. Zera does 20 per turn. Zera does 20 per turn. They have 1 point. I could give them the Zera. And mark some damage. Because Pikachu's not killing in 2. And we'll cape the Zera here. Because cape does not save Pikachu from a breakpoint, and it saves Zera from dying to EV bag this turn. I think I want to give them Zera, right? Because giving them Zera lets me mark another 20 damage effectively, which means I can beat a... If I go switch to Pikachu now, hit you, they're effectively at 170 with their heal, meaning a single EV bag stops us from killing them. and then we die to a Cyrus. So I think I hit them for 50, and then they're gonna go to 120, and then Pikachu. So this is how you want to map out the turns. You want to map out the damage back and forth in your mind. So they're going to 120, and then Pikachu puts them to 30, and then they can heal up to 60, and then Bag only gets them to 80. So that's the kind of counting back and forth. How much damage you're dealing. You want to be thinking through this game like a chess game. You want to be thinking multiple turns in advance. Okay, this is my best move, and this is their best move, and how does it play out back and forth over us alternating taking our best moves? And then there's obviously the variance element mixed in of there possibly being coin flips or your opponent having cards and hidden information. But a lot of the information, things like EV Bag that I'm talking about here, are things we can account for because they're common cards played in my opponent's deck. Do we lose to second Espeon? That's a good question. Is it ever... It could be Raikou hit them. No, I think I just do damage. I think I just do damage. I don't know that we're gonna be able to beat EV Bag and second Espeon. I think we're just hoping second Espeon is buried. If they have second Espeon, we hope they don't have Cyrus to go along with it. So again, there's permutations of things here we can't beat, but we accounted for an EV Bag, which is what I could play around. But I can't account for second EV Bag, second Espeon, etc. Wow! Yep. Got us. Interesting. And that's an interesting one, right? So, like, should I... Is it worth Raikouing? I don't know. That's what I'll have to think through. It could have been worth Raikouing there, because Raikou has the extra 10 points to play through those two. You can find my favorite decks from early in the expansion on the Hoaglandia Pocket YouTube channel from this morning for folks that are looking for concise roundup. Turn 2 deal 90 is lovely, chat. Really, truly vulnerable. Cool card. Punchworthy, thank you for the 114 months, by the way. My head breaks. 120 months is 10 years, so 114 months is 9.5 years. For anybody that's new here and has been wondering how long I've been here. Oh, had you not done the math yet? I apologize if you hadn't done the math and that's a surprise to you. I'm a new DC Dark Legion player. What should I be spending my source energy gems on? There is a bleed pull for 60 gems in the shop a couple of times per day. Buy that. And then there are extra bleed pulls on the weekends in the Interstellar Visitor package. You'll save them for those as well. I was kind of hoping for a Zero, or not a Zero, a Raikou there. I'll power up Pikachu instead. How is a Raikou bet? I've liked it a lot better than Tapu Koko and others. Raikou supercharges your copies of Cyrus in this deck and adds an element of consistency because it's drawing you cards. I think it's very, very, very good. So this deck felt close last season. Raikou might be the missing piece for the puzzle to put it on the map. This is the pause of a gamer who's cooked. Gosh, I almost feel bad attacking the Suicune chat. It's so gorgeous. Almost. I'd like to deal 110, please. And it is turn 2, and that is my Pichu given right. Would you like to waltz with me, Suicune? Every time I see decks like this, I get sad. I only have one Pichu. Well, lucky for you, you can trade for a second copy now, gamer. Yeah, the previous set going up for a trade is one of the nice things about their 4-week release cycle for sure. Hello, opponent. Look at their fancy new tier deck, chat. Being taken down by the electric rat. So many flavors, chat, and our opponent has chosen to be salty. I watched a YouTube video that said Suicune Greninja was the deck to beat, and then they lost to an unplayable card from 10 months ago? Gosh, must be a tough life. What a salty baby. Not like my Pichu, chat. My Pichu's a very sweet baby. Gives me all the crackly tosses. Charges up those rosy red cheeks to get smacking. When your deck's so aggressive, you win through before your timed out opponent can get back. LOL.